Now springbok, they are small, about 3 feet tall. What they lack in height though, they make up for in speed. They're one of the top 10 fastest animals in the world. Springboks can reach speeds of 50 to 60 miles per hour. Over on our left, hiding out in the bushes, are the wildebeest. Now wildebeest is Afrikaans, meaning wild beast. Over 1.5 million of them used to migrate across Africa every single year. A lot of people often refer to the wildebeest as gnus, G-N-U-S. That's over the sound they make, as it sounds like they're just repeatedly saying the word new. And a group of wildebeest is called an implausibility. Very quiet over on our left-hand side. Not seeing much happening back there. Let's keep moving forward and see if we can find anything. And it does look like way in the back there on our right are the African elephants. We should be able to get a slightly closer view just up ahead here. But if you look at an African elephant's ears, they somewhat resemble the continent of Africa. Those ears of theirs are also filled with blood vessels. So by just flapping their ears, the elephants can actually cool themselves off up to about 15 degrees. So it's like they have their own little cooling system built right in. One way we can help protect the elephants is by recycling products containing coltan. Coltan's a metallic ore, which you'll find in cell phones, laptops, tablets, a bunch of other smaller electronics. It's known to last forever, so it's important that we do our best to recycle as many coltan products as we can. That way we can stop the need for mining for more, help protect the homes of elephants all across the world. We are making our way here through some red clay pits. These are a great source of minerals for all the animals out here. You often see the elephants come by. They'll dig their tusks in to help extract the minerals, as it works like you and I taking a daily vitamin. There are some tusk marks there on the right, which means we might be able to find more elephants up ahead. Now, elephants, they do live in a matriarchal society, so it is the females who run the show. And the boys, they will kick themselves out of the herd as they mature, which happens at around age 15. Now, those boys, they will go on to live alone, or they will form a small little bachelor herd, roughly 2 to 3 other male elephants. It does look like there's a couple more elephants way off in the distance on the left. There are a couple more of these baobab trees over here. And in severe droughts, the elephants will come by with their tusks and they'll puncture holes in them. That way they can help extract all the water that's stored inside to help everyone out here get some much needed water. It does look like there's a couple more giraffes off on the right. Now giraffes, they do have impeccable eyesight. So when combined with their height, they have a great vantage point across the entire savanna. Keep a watchful eye out on any potential threats that might come their way.
Oh, Jesus.
You can just see the elephants over the tall grasses straight ahead here. And around the corner are the greater flamingos. Now the greater flamingos, they are the lightest in color and largest of all flamingo species. If you look on the island, those are the baby greater flamingos there. Now, they get their pink coloration from the beta-carotene found in the brine shrimp that they eat. It does take roughly about 2 to 3 years, though, for that pink color to start developing. As you can see, those babies, they are born that light gray color. And a group of flamingos is called a flamboyance.
Tell me a lot of things.
We have just made our way over to the eastern side of the savannah here. This giant mud pit that's in the middle, this is the mud wallow, which was created here by the white rhinos. If you look along the bottom of the trees and along the rocks, they are covered in the mud. As the rhinos come by, they'll take a nice mud bath, then they'll brush their horns up against the trees and the rocks. As their horns are made out of keratin like our fingernails, so by brushing their horns up against the trees and rocks, they're filing down those horns like we would our fingernails. All the way down on the right, that is a water buck down there. Now water bucks, they are distinguishable by an oval ring which is around their nose, neck, and bottom. For an antelope species, they do drink a ton of water. You'll never find a water buck too far away from a water source. They're also not migratory antelope, so they tend to stay near the same watering hole for the majority of their life. We have just made our way into some cat territory here. Just keep a sharp eye out on the left-hand side, as there might be some cheetahs roaming around. But if you look to the right, all the way up in the grass, there are some white rhinos hanging out. Fully seated, please, fully seated. Now the white rhinos, they do get a bit bigger than the black rhino that we spotted earlier. As the white rhinos, they can reach up to 5,000 pounds. Now it does look like camouflaging very well. There is a cheetah on our left. They're all the way in the very middle towards the back underneath the bushes. Now cheetahs, they can reach up to about 60 miles per hour in just 3 seconds.
Where?
They can't hold their speed for too long though, roughly just a few hundred yards. And they have incredibly muscular tails. Those act like a rudder on a boat. Helps them change directions as well as keep their balance as they run. And speaking of cats, on the middle rock here is the male lion. Now, in a lion pride, it will be the females who go out and do the hunting. The female's actually just below him there. The reason the females go out and do the hunting is they weigh significantly less. The mates the males carry, they can get up to about 40 pounds. And when the lions roar at their full power, you can hear them roaring from roughly 5 miles away. A better view of the white rhinos here on our right. Now, unlike the black rhinos, white rhinos love hanging out in groups. And a group of rhinos is called a crash. We have to be fully seated back there, please. Fully seated. Now, the lions, they'll typically rest around 16 to 20 hours a day.